It's Monday, Martin Luther King Day. So I finally got a pretty day here. I'm going to have a pretty one tomorrow, they say. So decided to get on and work on this truck a little bit. Got the doors off and the seat out. Got her up under where I can pull the cab now. All we got to do is disconnect all this mess off the cab. I've got the gear shifter pulled out, and I got to disconnect the rod linkage for the transfer case, and then disconnect the steering wheel right here, this bolt. So I'm going to just record a little bit as we go along and not try to have to fast forward, because it's going to probably take a while. I'm hoping to get it ready to come off tomorrow. So I'm just going to take my time and just get what I can out. I'm going to try to get as much weight off this firewall as I can. And it's been sitting outside now for, without a hood on it, for about 9 months or so. So it's time to get this thing running before it locks up on me. 6.2 diesel, 4-speed manual. I'm going to replace the cab. Fix a few things down in that starter bay while I got everything off and rerun my fuel lines. Well, I've been busy taking off some stuff and over here taking this wiring loose, and I just wanted to show y'all what some of the things you'll run across on used truck. People's rewired stuff. I don't know if you can tell, but that's house wire. It's like for extension cord. I don't have no idea where it goes. It goes on the cab somewhere. So that's just some of the things you run into and try to put a truck back together. Of course, I've got a new wiring harness for the inside, so I'm not worried too much about it. But now I've got to try to get all this wiring to the front here figured out. And got this solenoid that goes to the glow plugs. You can see that's pretty dangerous in there. Wires exposed and stuff like that. So we'll keep trying to get it out. Gotta get this brake off. I think I'm gonna just pull the whole assembly and lay it in the front instead of trying to disconnect everything. And then, of course, the hood cable, the throttle cable, and the emergency brakes and all that has got to come out. Well, I've been working for about an hour and a half now, and I got most of this stuff cleaned off. Got a few wires going to the back that I got to disconnect. Now I've run into a little snag with this brake booster. Looked to me like it had 4 bolts, but actually there's 2 more that goes on the inside. So now I've got to crawl on the dash and try to disconnect those 2 nuts to where I can pull this forward. I've about got my steering loose, and I believe it'll come out when I go to pick the cab up pretty easily. Probably could have just drove out and broke off those 2 little plastic things there, and it would have slid in, but we got it drove down far enough to get clear. Now I've got to get in here and get way up in here. Get some light on it. That ain't easy. There's one, and the other's on the other side over here. As you can see, it's a rat maze of wires and everything else back in here, clutch cables and this, that, and the other. So, fun for me. Anyway, we'll update you in a little bit. So that was a booger bear to get out. I ended up just go ahead and taking my steering column out and my pedals, because I was going to have them anyway. But to get that out, I had to take those two nuts off. But we got her done. Now all I like is really is disconnecting the throttle cable and cutting. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this emergency brake cable, because I got a brand new one I'm gonna put on the other truck. And that should be just about it. All I gotta do is disconnect the throttle right there, take the cab bolts out, and that's gonna be probably the worst of it, getting those cab bolts off. And that's it. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have her in there. Until next time.